when we look at the precepts, we generally think of them in terms of individuals, people. Indeed, most of the moral and ethical teachings of all the great religions address relationships among people. But the precepts do not exclusively pertain just to the human realm. The precepts are talking about the whole universe, and we need to see them from that perspective if we're to benefit from what they have to offer and to begin healing the rift between ourselves and the universe. And so we should not only see those precepts in terms of the relationship between self and other, but also look at it in terms of our relationship with ourselves, self and self, our relationship with our environment. What are these precepts telling us about the 10,000 things that inhabit this great earth? And most importantly, what are they telling us about how we should relate to other religions that we share this planet with? Our religion, their religion. So the precepts should be explored broadly. And tonight I'd like to look at, briefly, the business of my religion and their religion. Because Buddhism is a wisdom tradition that's based on the middle way, it almost necessarily entails a pluralistic position with regard to relationships with other religions. It avoids extremism of any kind. And it's not speaking of synchronism, where we make cocktail religions out of groups, different aspects of different religions. Each religion has a vital integrity of its own. It arose on the face of this earth in the first place because there was a need at a particular time from a particular culture in a particular place. Hundreds of these religions arose. Thousands of these religions arose. Some continued, some disappeared. The ones that have continued because they have provided something of vital importance to the people that practice those religions. We should celebrate that and realize that Buddhism included is a response to a particular need of a particular kind of human being with certain needs. And even within Buddhism itself, to even give rise to the thought of different schools of Buddhism creates separations. The Dalai Lama continuously points out that any attempt to convert individuals from their beliefs is not only non-Buddhist, but it's abusive. For example, when Buddhists talk with Christians, it's an abuse to deny Christ, God, or the immortal soul. Master Dogen, in the fascicle Call to 10 Directions, said that all Buddhas throughout the 10 directions proclaim each other. All awakened ones, and this you can see as all awakened ones from all the great traditions, are intimate with each other as teachers and students, and question each other to clarify their practices. This is how we must approach practice if we're to inherit the transmission of the awakened ones. Awakened ones never engage in slander, even of the truly evil or those outside the great way. In all the years that Shakyamuni Buddha has been teaching, we never find an instance in which he says of other awakened ones that this one is better than that one, or that one is not really awakened one. Throughout his life, we cannot find any words of envy or libel. And by the same token, we never hear of other awakened ones finding fault with him. Manifested, there is neither inside nor outside. When the phenomenal body is manifested, there's not even a single square inch of earth upon which to stand. The reason there's not a single square inch of earth upon which to stand is because this very body and mind, your very body and mind, contains the whole universe in the 10 directions. There's no place to abide, no place to stand. You have it all.